Hi, I'm Richard. I'm a compulsive overeater. My abstinence is 3 weighed measured meals a day off the gray sheet. I write my food down. I commit my food to my sponsor. I weigh and measure that exception. I don't eat no matter what. And as a result of these actions and the grace of God, one day at a time, I've been abstinent from compulsive overeating since February 15th of 1990. Abstinence is the most important practice that I do, and this isn't working. Um, wow. My abstinent date is February 15th, 1990, and I'll be celebrating 36 years next week. And I don't like to celebrate till I get there. Um, wow. So I've lost my notes, so this is going to be kind of off the cuff. Uh, I, I got here because I couldn't seem to get into my jeans anymore. And I was in Al-Anon, and I, you know, I just learned who, you just hear someone's in OA, as it was called then, uh, um, and they'd get abstinent, they'd lose weight, and their eyes would light up. It was like, yes, it's very attractive. So I asked around for where to go, and sent over to a particular meeting. I went over one evening because I didn't have anything else to do that evening. And I, I got a got a chip, got a desire chip and a sponsor. And I got my chips here somewhere. Anyway, um, well, okay, well, I got a stack of pictures. Uh, um, and by the end of the first week, it was clear that um, it was affecting every area of my life. And there was no way that after a month, which was the first thought, is I'll try this for a month and then I'm out of here. And interestingly enough, on the gray sheet, oh, by the way, I weigh and measure my food off of this gray sheet. It says, weigh and measure meals for a month. And by chance, that was what I set out to do, and no way it was going to change after a week. And I didn't, and when I came here, all I really expected to do is lose weight. And I focused on that. I was going to, but I was also going to AA meetings. Um, there was just a lot else going on, of course. Mm. Um, and gradually, what I expected from it was what I expected from Gray Sheet changed. I got to the point where I was recognizing that there was a thread of sanity going through my life that had to do with the fact that I was responsible for showing up and weighing, measuring my food. Simple act, right? But yet it improves my life. It it does. Okay, it's transformational. The other reason I kept coming is I like the fellowship, and I guess and I pretty much stayed here in Austin. Going to local meetings. There were no phone meetings. There were no Zoom meetings. There were no cell phones. um, and I just went to the Saturday meeting. I got involved in service. I recorded the qualifications on Saturday, and I would make those available to people that want them. And things changed in when I went to the Chicago retreat, and I forget exactly which year that was. And there were people sitting around the table doing exactly what I do with their food. And what made me a different every other place made me a part of the group. And at that point, I really understood the power of the fellowship. And if you if you haven't been to a retreat, you can't imagine what it's like. Um, and so what so I that's one of the ways I stay abstinent is I go to retreats that I can go to. It's a little COVID put a kink in things, but uh, we've got several coming up. You can look on the Gray Sheet website. Um, and I developed a wide net of uh, of people in program, and they became a resource to me. So I start to expect now to develop not only really good friends, but people that I can go to for problems that I don't understand going on with the group or with an individual. And I'm also, I've got a sponsor. I'm not doing real good with the steps, but I'm studying them. I should, let me say it a different way. I can't point to a, a particular uh, litany, that's not it, sequence that I did the steps in, but I've done the work. And it just like once I was ready, and I tried to, I tried. And what I've learned is that I usually do my best when I'm working on a step. It's usually that I'm doing my best work on the previous step. Uh, it's anyway. Um, and I started to see that I was changing, and I began to recognize uh, that this was transformational. And so I sought this change. And one of the things that I like to read out of the big book on which page? Bottom of 84. Should have had this queued up. My apologies. I'm going to do a little some substitutes here. It's part of step 10. And we cease fighting anything or anyone, even life. For by this time, sanity will have returned. We will seldom be interested in escape. If tempted, we will recoil from it as from a hot flame. Will react sanely and normally, and we will find that this has happened automatically. And that to me is the part. The next two sentences, sorry. We will see that our new attitude towards escape has been given us without any thought or effort on our own part. It just comes. That's the miracle of it. We're not fighting it, neither are we avoiding temptation. We've been placed in a position of neutrality, safe and protected. We have not even sworn off. Instead, the problem has been removed. It does not exist for us. We are neither cocky nor are we afraid. That is our experience, and this is how we react, so long as we keep in a fit spiritual condition. And so I want there, my spiritual outlook has changed a lot. I could talk for an hour on that. Uh, just just be open to that, I guess is what I'll say. So I started seeking some of these other things, expecting this, wanting this. Uh, and the real thing I want to say here is that this stuff doesn't happen because I will it to happen. It happens because I do the other work. It's like God changed me. It just comes. That's the miracle of it. Uh, it's our attitude. It's been given us without any thought or effort on our own part. I always like to say, God changed me when I wasn't looking. I must have been weighing, measuring my food at the time. Uh, and I just got a few minutes here. Okay, so uh, I can't even mention all the stuff that's happened. How do you do that? Um, yeah. So, right now I'm retired. Uh, but my body's slowly falling apart, and I could talk about the health problems and the fact that, frankly, I would not have had yeah, I just wouldn't have had the willing, or just the I would have been out of my mind with fear if I had not had a strong higher power, if I had not had a good concept of a higher power, and not realized that I must have the presence of God in my life if this life is going to go on. And that's the easier, softer way. I don't have to do this. God will do this. I have to remain alert, and I have to be fearless as best I can, and try to serve God. It's not, it's this life isn't here for me. This isn't for my edification. I can talk about that. Lots of ways I'm self-satisfied, but I don't feel like I have any real right here on earth now unless I'm helping someone else. If you look at the top of page 97 in the big book, it says right now we're trying to something about right. Thank you. Thank you, Nick. Uh, Good. Stop. Okay. Um, and but what we really want is or we're really doing is we're trying to fit ourselves to be of maximum service to God and to our fellows. And if if I can't do that, I'm in trouble, because I get into uh, self-centered, ego-driven arguments, and it just goes to hell. So I have to focus on that part. Uh, so my expectations, is just uh, try to do the best I can to help others and be open to whatever comes along. And I expect to see this continue out to, until, uh, either I've purified all my karma, or um, my time here on earth has expired. But it's not up to me. It's pretty much up to my higher power. Um, so I'd like to hear what you expect. Yeah, I know you're going to want to praise me and stuff, and you can do that. But I'd really like to hear what each one of you expect from Gray Sheet right now. It doesn't have to be anything more. I'd just like to get one damn day, please. Forgive me. Um, but that's enough. It just says you got to be willing to start. And so, I recommend start, even if you don't think you can do it. That should do it. Thank you. Thank you very much.